The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey, I'm Michael Watchring, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman gets set to play Lincoln Memorial Wednesday night at 6 p.m. inside of Holt Fieldhouse. And, Coach, let's go back to the Wingate game. First loss of the season. Do you feel like, I don't want to say that it would be a blessing, but do you feel like now you can get back to business? You don't have to worry about that pressure of being undefeated, being one of the top teams, top 5 teams in the country, and you can get back to just working hard and playing basketball?
Maybe so. I don't know that our team really ever felt that pressure to stay undefeated. I think they were enjoying it. They were enjoying the notoriety, so to speak, of being ranked in the top 5 and all the things that have come about. The notoriety from that first semester, and even the first 4 games there, or 3 games in the second semester of everything that we were getting brought to us. Going to Wingate, the thing that we were thinking about, not necessarily going 17-0, but we knew conference-wise and regional-wise how big of a game that was, and that if you win it from a conference standpoint, we talked about how big that run was, the stretch was going to be with Catawba, Tusculum, Wingate, and then you get LMU, and all those teams were sitting there right behind you, and we need to try to distance ourselves, and so that's where it. There's things that are kind of disappointing. You talk about potentially being the highest national ranking in the conference ever and a 17-game winning streak at Carson-Newman, all those things, and that's all gone, and you don't have to worry about it. So maybe some of that is true, but I think like what you and I have talked about earlier is, we know we can lose, and we've known that already. I mean, there's games that we've almost lost during the year, and there's games that we've won by a big margin, but I would rather lose. If there's a place you can lose at, you can lose at Wingate. They were picked to win the league. They've got a 16, I think, game winning streak at home. That game is not going to hurt us in any shape or form. I mean, unless we can't beat Wingate at home and they get the regular season title and the #1 seed and all that kind of stuff. But if there's going to be a game that you could lose, it's probably going to be that one.
What has preparation been like the last couple of days coming off of that loss?
Well, we obviously it was painful to lose when you haven't lost since last March, basically, other than our Tennessee exhibition game. It's going to be it's going to be a painful loss. The bus ride home was painful. Obviously it's a long ride home. We watched the game film on Sunday. It's painful to watch again. Then we go back and we watch that fourth quarter again because I think that was when everything just kind of unraveled. And if we would have played somebody and just kind of got beat the entire game, that's one way to handle it, but that's not what happened. We had a great first quarter. We had a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter, and then to lose the way we did, that's probably what makes the loss even that more disappointing, that we felt like we were in control for 32 minutes, and then we don't close out the deal. And that's the first time we didn't do it all year, so that was kind of a disappointing thing. And now the preparation, yesterday we went for hard 2 hours. There was blood in practice. There was people falling on the floor, and our guys got after it because they know that that loss feeling wasn't very fun, and they certainly don't want to taste it anytime soon.
You get an LMU team that was basically in your shoes a year ago. They started the year 20-0 last season, was a top 5 team in the country. They beat you 3 times. What do you need to do Wednesday night to end that losing streak?
Well, first of all, it starts mentally. You can't think back. This is a new year. They have new pieces to the puzzle, and clearly we have new pieces to the puzzle. We need to just get back to the confident ways that we were playing. I mean, and when we say, we've only been beaten that last part of that game against Wingate is the only time that I've seen us really play that way through 17 games. So we just got to get back to the basics. We've got a style of play that we play. We've got a scheme that we live by. And we're back home. We obviously shoot it very well. When we played at Wingate, we shoot 32%, by far the worst shooting percentage we've had all year in terms of a game. And so getting back home, I think it's a great place to be. LMU, we talked about, they've lost, 5 games this year by a total of 21 points. They've got a 5-game winning streak. I think I read where they've got the longest winning streak maybe in the conference right now. So it's great for us. It's great for them. Obviously, a televised game. Our kids are going to be pumped, and I think there's going to be a large crowd here to witness a very good basketball game with us and, of course, the guys' game following.
Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck Wednesday.
Thank you, Michael.
He's Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey. I'm Michael Watchring, and this is the Eagles Sports Network.